You could train your VAs for as little as $20 on your standard operating procedures, how to perform different tasks in your business, and basically put this on autopilot without you having to spend your precious time on tasks that's not making you money. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. Hey, this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, and I want to personally thank you for tuning in and watching my video. But I bet you didn't know that almost 75% of you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet. So please hit that notification bell, subscribe, like, leave a comment, because by doing so, you would help this video get higher ranked on the algorithm. Now, are you ready to jump inside? Let's make it happen. The first part of the process is creating that SOP. Now, what is an SOP? Simply put, it's a standard operating procedure guide that you use in order to break down all the processes, systems, and tools that you use in your business. And one of the ways in which you could do that is using a tool called Scribe. And we're on the webpage right now. Don't make it complicated. All you have to do is step by step use the tool, and Scribe will automatically record what you're doing using the tool. And then it will put it into a format that you can use to create your knowledge base for your standard operating procedure. And let me show you what that looks like. This is what's actually created using Scribe. This is our SOP Black Book, and we've used this to basically record the process of how to use all the tools, systems, and automations in our business. And that's all we're saying. Now, once you have that created, you can put it in Google Drive as a PDF, and this is where the fun comes in. You want to go over to ChatGPT. Now, in order to do this, you have to have the $20 a month plan. I'm going to repeat that again. You cannot do this with the free plan. You have to have the $20 a month paid plan. Hence the title, How to Train Your Virtual Assistant for $20. With the $20 a month plan, you have something that you're able to do that will take your business to a whole different level. And it's called custom GPTs. Now, what is a custom GPT? A custom GPT is like having your own expert on any particular subject that you want at your fingertips to answer any questions and take actions for you in your business simply by clicking on that custom GPT. And we've created what's called a custom GPT based on our standard operating procedures. As a matter of fact, it's right here. It's called the MAD SOP Bot. And the way the MAD SOP Bot works is once the VA clicks on the bot, it answers any question they have about the tools, systems, and automations that we use in our business. And it even have pre-canned questions. For example, one of the pre-canned questions is, can you explain the best way to use the SOP bot? So the VA will come over here to the bot, click on that question, and it would break down exactly the best way to use the bot to get their training done using our tools, systems, and automation. And did I mention that this saves you so much time when it comes to how you train your VAs or your team members on particular topics and or special systems and operations. Now, I know what you're saying, mad scientists. How do you make this? It's a lot easier than you think, and I'm going to take you step by step on how to do this. First step, you go right over here to where it says Explore GPTs, and you click on it. Once you click on it, you're going to have this screen comes up. And this screen breaks down some pre-made GPTs already, but we don't want to do that. What we want to do is create our own custom bot, our own custom GPT for our standard operating procedures. So what we're going to do is go right over here to create. Once you click on create, you have two modes. You have what's called the creator mode, which is right here, and you have what's called the configure mode. Now, the creator mode is a easy way in order to create that bot. It's a step-by-step assistant that helps you create a bot. And that's what you got with the create mode. To get started, all I would do is just answer the questions that's on the screen. It says, hi, I'll help you build a new GPT. You can say something like, make a creative who helps generate visuals for your products. Now, in our instance, you're going to say, I want you to help me create an SOP for my blank business, real estate business or whatever. And it's going to walk you through the process and ask the questions. But I'm going to show you what it looks like in the back hood so that you can actually do this from the configure stage and not worry about doing it from the create stage. So let me give you an example of what we did. So I'm going to break down our actual bot so you see exactly what we put into it. So this is the Mad Bot. And I'm going to click on edit. And once I click on edit GPT, you'll see exactly what we wrote. And you can do the exact same thing to create your bot. First thing we put in here, the name of the bot. We call it the Mad SOP Bot. Then we put in here what the description is. A precise guide focusing on the REI SOP manual for Chucky by Lucky Houses team training. Next step we did was we broke down the actual role. This is what we call the prompt. The three main sections of this is the prompt. Then you have what's called your knowledge base. This is where you upload the actual SOP once you finish it. And then you have what's called your actions. Now, in this case, we're not going to use any actions. We're just going to use the prompts in the knowledge base. And I'm going to give you an actual copy of the prompt that we use that will make this a lot easier for you. So in other words, you just take out my company information and put in your company information, and then you'll basically have your actual prompt all for you. All you got to do is just leave a comment below and just say, Mad Scientist, I want your prompt. Give me a copy of your prompt and you'll have it. So let's break down the layout of this. You put in the name of the GPT you want to make, and we call ours Mad SOP Bot. Then you put in the description. Then you put in the prompt. And then you can also add pre-made questions. And you'll see the pre-made questions we have in here. 1, can you explain the best way to use the SOP? 2, can you explain how to use IQ Dial for a dialing session? 3, details on managing Excel files for a mail merge. Or 4, how to navigate the call rail system for text messages. Now, think in terms of what's in your SOP that the VA would be asking a lot of questions about, and that's what you put in these pre-made questions. And that's all that you have to do with the conversation starters. Next, upload your SOP document. And what's going to happen is your bot will read from that document, and when your VA comes in and asks questions, it will pull in the details from that document. So now you have your SOP teaching the VA, and you not having to spend hours every time a person leaves your team, or if you want to train somebody in your team. And last but not least, you can have different capabilities that your bot can do. You can have your bot also do web browsing, image integration with DALL-E, and you can also have it with code interpretation, with Code Interpreter. And we have those already checked. So that way, it's a living and breathing instrument that my team can really take full advantage of all the features that GPT offer inside of the SOP and really bring it to life. Once you do that, all you're doing is clicking on save. And then you're choosing how this is going to be used in your company. 1, only you, anyone with the link, or everyone. If you click on everyone, Not this information will be open to the public, and you do not want your standard operating procedures and so on to be open to the public. So my advice is to make it so that it's only person with the link so that you can give it to your team member for training, or you can add that team member to your account and they can click on the bot inside of your account. So that's the best way that I would do it if I was you. And that's how we're doing it. So once you hit save, your bot will show up on your actual system on the left-hand side. Mad SOP Bot. We named it that. That's the image that we chose to use for it. That's the actual description. The precise guide focusing on REI SOP manual for Chucky Buy Lucky Houses team training. Those are the pre-canned questions that we put into it. And this is where we just let our VA start communicating and learning the standard operating procedures, tools, systems, and operations that we have in our business. And that, my friend, is how you train your VAs on your SOP on autopilot.